want y'all to keep that same amount of love, that same amount of joy coming up. We've got my loves, my baby spokes. Give it up for Joelle, Abel, and Esther. You speaks.
Again, America has managed to confuse Muslim for terrorist.
And terrorist for Muslim.
So a Muslim man plants a small bomb in a New York subway, injuring 5 people.
And we call him a monster.
The headlines read, terrorist attack.
But when a white man blows the light out of 143 people in Vegas,
he isn't labeled a terrorist.
He's addressed by name.
Treated a human being.
While a Muslim committing a lesser crime is addressed as,
what's wrong with America today? So a bomb explodes and we wait for the clapback of legislation.
But the moment a gun's involved, it's a completely different situation.
They want to drop the talk about politics and think about the lives instead.
As if they don't have the ability to create policy change.
Again, another school shooting occurred.
February 14th, breaking more hearts than expected. A man took his backpack and duffel bag into an Uber.
The duffel bag contained an AR-15.
A killing machine.
It's used to these things.
Mass shootings.
He used it to kill her.
And him.
And him.
And her.
They had futures. They had lives.
Kids.
Wives.
Husbands.
They were
all of these things as well.
He snatched their lives away in an instant.
Arrived at a place where everyone is supposed to feel safe.
At 2:19, he pulled it out.
The metal, as cold as evil could ever get.
He wanted to make sure this was a day they won't forget.
And we have not forgotten.
Alyssa Al-Hadef.
14 years old.
Scott Beagle.
35 years old.
Martin Duque Anguiano.
14 years old.
Nicholas Dworet.
17 years old.
Aaron Face.
37 years old.
James Guttenberg.
15 years old.
Chris Hickson.
49 years old.
Luke Hoyer.
15 years old.
Kara Luffren.
14 years old.
Joaquin Oliver.
17 years old.
Elena Petty.
14 years old.
Meadow Pollack.
18 years old.
Helena Ramsey.
17 years old.
Alex Schachter.
14 years old.
Carmen Schentrup.
16 years old.
Peter Wang.
15 years old.
Gina Montalto.
14 years old.
The other day, I saw a post of a man wearing a Trump 2020 shirt while holding a photo of his daughter who died in the Parkland attack.
Let us repeat, a man wearing a Trump 2020 shirt. Republicans keep dodging all these bullets in conversations about gun control, but we can no longer dodge these bullets and suffer from the lives lost due to the lack of gun control.
Conservatives can say no to abortion because it's against their humane and Christian values, but can't seem to differentiate the value between their guns and children. So how about this?
Let's rename school as uterus, so maybe Republican lawmakers will want to do something about the children dying inside them.
They have said for us to mourn the victims.
It will take time and lots of silences.
They have sent their thoughts and prayers in the forms of them.
But I do not know when silence last healed a broken system.
As if the NRA stood for more than nation-sanctioned murders.
But dozens of Parkland survivors have called for justice.
For this country to put down their weapons.
To look down at our hands.
Because for some of us,
we don't even know we are pulling the triggers when we do nothing.
When we say nothing.
When armed men walk into our school and kill dozens.
And we respond with,
we should arm more men in our schools.
So instead, we are speaking.
The Parkland survivors are speaking.
So instead, we are marching.
For our lives. For theirs.
On March 14th in Seattle.
On March 24th at the country's capital.
On April 20th across the nation.
And also every day.
On our way to school.
On our way to Youth Speaks.
Just these minds, an act of resistance.